morning, mist rolling down the hill. This island's got a magic, baby, ain't no place gives me that thrill. 'Cause we love Tasmania, and that's why we live here. Yeah, we love Tasmania. Got the blues, but we don't care. From the mountains to the ocean, this island keeps us near. Hear that cold wind blowing through the tall gum trees. Oh, that cold wind's blowing, singing low and free. But the peace out in that silence is the sweetest song to me. 'Cause we love Tasmania, and that's why we live here. Yeah, we love Tasmania. Got the blues, but we don't care. Every sunrise on the water makes the whole world disappear. From Cradle Mountain to the Franklin shore, you leave this land one time, you'll come running back for more. Wild hearts, wild places, and skies forever clear. Yeah, this island holds our stories, and it holds us year to year. So pour another coffee, watch the clouds drift low and wide. Yeah, pour another coffee, let that day roll by in stride. A good life grows slow out here, with the ocean as our guide. We love Tasmania, and that's why we live here. Yeah, we love Tasmania. Every moment feels sincere. This island's got a heartbeat, and it's the one we always hear.
Welcome in, everybody. This is the Radio Jonesy Show. We're broadcasting tonight on 2 channels. Hey, click the button and I'm on air. We're on tour with Radio Jonesy tonight, and we are also broadcasting on Tasmania Island Life, and that is where I am chasing watch hours on Tasmania Island Life. Thank you, Shawnee, for your ongoing support, and welcome in. And you are staying up very late again, I see. We've got 1 and 1. So it is interesting times indeed. Had a nice live last night with a handful of people, and I had some new people join the live, and it was very enjoyable. We had Gandalf, Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook, he popped in. And we also had Net. What was his handle? Oh, he's a lovely guy. From Washington, D.C., actually, of all places. Who would have thought? I've got such a huge reach. We don't want that. We don't want that. We want to do this. I'm just doing a few little things on the line here. I'll do this button, and then I'll just click this and we'll get into it. Yes, come on. Yeah, 3626 is the current watch hours. We're at 3626, and I'll just put that down to there. And Anne's Place, welcome in. Yes, and it was broadcasting on two channels does sort of confuse things, but I have been doing it with my other Radio Jonesy channel, and that one, the Conversation channel, has got plenty of watch time. Even though I've lost maybe 2,000 watch hours over the last month and a bit, I am still at 5,000 watch hours. Who would have thought? It's good to see one channel anyway moving along. This channel, Radio Jonesy on Tour, that is the so-called dead channel that I'm running. It has 4,000 odd subscribers and gets a handful of views. So the old YouTube game is an interesting game. I quite enjoy the challenges that it throws out at you. And I got Charlie at my feet here, walking under the desk. And we'll just come back up here. We've got the Love of the Tasmania. I love that song. We wrote that song last week. I got involved with doing a few songs. I've been a bit busy since then. Haven't had a chance this week to put some new ones out, but I've got a few. Every sunrise on the water makes the whole world disappear. That is a good line, I must admit. It is a nice day to have a "We love Tasmania. That is why we live here." Yeah, definitely. Well, I could hear myself come through the desk. Why would that be? Is that Bluetooth into the desk? Is Bluetooth on? I could hear myself come through the desk. It is. I'm Bluetoothing. I'll just slide that down away. So I'm not Bluetoothing. I can hear myself on replay. I've got myself running, trying to get another watch hour if I can. Pretty sad, but true. It is when you're a small YouTuber, like we are in this little great community that we have and that we've grown. It is there is wonderful tips and tricks. I can over the last couple of years, I've done that many tries at trying to get YouTube sorted out, and I've finally sort of got a little formula running, and it's pretty cool actually. So I've got some good information if anyone wants to ask me any questions about that sort of stuff. I am quite happy to be a advisor to the strugglers out there in the YouTube world. There's so much information out there, and there is so much controversy. I seen a guy who's got a good style channel. He's a Canadian. He's got the talking channel. He tries to help people, and he's talking about why YouTube Shorts are good or bad for your channel. He was saying, why is everyone saying they're bad for your channel? Because they're good. They give me views. They give me money, ad revenue, and he's waffling on a bit. But he's sort of around the I'll have to check. But this guy's around the 30,000 subscriber mark, and he sort of gets the views of say 30,000 subscribers. He's getting views of say 2,000, 1,500, maybe 3,000. So the 3,000 is what you would expect. That is 10% of your subscribers. If you cannot keep that up as your view count, it is very that is the level. If you fall below that level, you're dying. Your channel isn't growing. So, if you can get it up way above 10%, you're smiling and laughing and having a good time. Nerves, I guess, keeping me up. Why? What's going on, Ian? Welcome in, Ian's place. Thanks, Shawnee. I was wondering why I didn't see you. Yes, the two channels usually throws a few people. So if you we've got my little list here says we've got 7 wonderful souls. We've got 5 over at Tasmania Island Life, and that's where I would like you to be. And we've got a couple at Radio Jonesy, which thank you very much for popping in. I haven't been live on this channel for a while, and I might catch a couple that don't usually see me live for one reason or another. Good on you, Shawnee. And Charlie's wandering around on the grass. Yeah, we've had a bit of work on the house over the last few days. It's been interesting to say the least. Old houses, you take things away, you find problems. You open up areas and there is, yes, problems. But, if you wouldn't find them unless you were looking. So now we're looking, we found them. So we got to rectify a few other things, but with the property, which is built in 1931. And you're amazing. Thank you for sharing out my channel, and thank you for all the work you do, and for sure the wonderful shout outs you do. It's fabulous for multiple channels. Yes, that's where we're at. But Shawnee, guess what? At 7 p.m. my time, which is 25 minutes away, I get the update. So we'll see how many hours I've been doing about 20 hours a day. So hopefully that's going to get to about 46, hopefully. Well, it could. Anyway, we'll just see how we're going. Good old Gary over at Junk to Gems give me a nice shout out today too on his live, and he asked people to run a few playlists and help me get to my magical coal. Hey? No, he's out the side there somewhere. He's running around the yard. That is mother hen looking for the baby. Charlie, where are you, buddy? Yes, he doesn't like not knowing where the little child is. Here he comes. There he goes. He's running down the steps. She's getting the old Charlie, I've got a treat for you. Hey, buddy. Good boy. Come here. People want to see who you are. Where are you? Let me change cameras because he's a big boy now. He doesn't like being picked up and carried around like a baby. No, he's gone. He's gone. I'll swap cameras. Close up. Woohoo, look out. All right, so, yes, I don't like this camera. All right, so currently here in Tasmania, it is 6:35 p.m. on a beautiful Wednesday evening. There you go, blue sky. I think I might take your advice, Shawnee, and get rid of the screen. I'll take it out while there's nobody actually using it in here because that window is always closed. But the flowers are flowering. Let's have a look down there. Look at those daisies out there. We've decided to this week on the far wall there, on the fence line where the agapanthus are, you get one flower or maybe two out of an agapantha. And they're not, or one's just shooting up. We're planning on putting daisies all around the big square there because they're just flowering. There's just colour everywhere. And springtime is here. Absolutely delightful. And let's just do the old switcheroony. And there's some helicopters flying over. Are they military or are they hospital? Even Charlie, he's out the back there looking up in the sky. Anyway, I think they've gone directly over top. The local hospital, which is one of the major hospitals on the island up this side, gets a lot of people. Now let's just run back through the list. Nice, Shawnee, you getting closer, and then we've got Sheena, good evening to you. And what are you doing up this late at night? Good morning, getting up and about to get a cup of coffee and get ready for work. What time is it? It can't be getting up for work time, but thank you, Sheena. Great to see you. And I hope you have a wonderful day, whatever you're up to. And hope your car is going like a stallion and roaring up the highways as well. I just reached 3K for me, still for that last stretch. Well, you come to the right place, Anne, because we are here to help. We are definitely here to help. And I'll be putting you on the watch list as well. So we've got I've got a couple of channels that I'm helping, and I find helping channels too, especially the growers, the people who have been around for a while and are assisting with others, are getting involved in community and doing all that stuff. It's all about the it's all about community, and it's all about just helping your mates. A very Australian thing to do. Okay, Jonesy, I had a viewer email me about the songs on my channel. It was so embarrassing because she's a musician and wanted to know the artist and the title of the song. Well, what you have to say, Shawnee, is that is an AI-generated song. Lyrics were written by yourself, and we've run that through a few programs to get the formula right. That's all you need to say. AI is the way it's... AI music now is taking over the music scene. So many people are getting... like the standard AI song can be plain and simple, but when you get something that's worked with, and because the tool that you get with AI, it is a tool, and it is there to assist you. It's like your own personal producer. So you can physically... I'll be listening, my friend. Thank you, Sean. Sheena. Thank you, Sheena. You're a blast from the past, I tell you. We've been mates for a very long time, and I hope everything is going well for you in your daily life, and I hope Thanksgiving is going to be a great time for you. Yes, that's the watch hours that I'm at now. Yep, let me say, I'm being greedy. This is my third channel. I've got 2 channels already there. They're not going great, but they're going good. I'm proud of them. Got to be happy with the work that you put in, and happy early Thanksgiving. Yep. And to you. We don't really celebrate Thanksgiving here. We're thankful every day. But it is a huge thing over your way, obviously. 3K on your way. And let me say, if you can get a small band of followers to run your playlists, that supercharges your watch hours. You'd be surprised how good that works. So that's what we're sort of... Nice. You got the first stage over the line. That's the most important thing, because now you're there. When you get to the next level, it's just a click of the button. That's it. And you are instantly there. You know, people go over and down and over and down. Well, I found with my experience, when I got to that time, because I was already partly monetized with that first stage, 500 and 3K, I clicked the button. And when I got to 1,000 and 4K, I clicked the button, and it was instant. It was like within 15 minutes it was done. So nice work getting to that stage. Let me say, the ads are the most important part, because they're going to play. You'd be surprised how much everyone talks the ad revenue down. If you do videos more than you do lives, Hello, we've got Nightbot on Radio Jonesy. What's that saying? Come with me for a drive. Life in Taz. Oh, very cool. Only trouble with that is that I think oh no, that's still Life in Taz. I changed a few of my handles. Yeah, no, I got approved yesterday. That's fantastic because it takes a few days once you put that first application in. I've been down this path 3 times now. So, and you know, it's if you can make a little bit of coin on the side, it's like a side hustle. You can make a little bit of money, you know, to pay a bill, to put in your pocket, to plant it, buy some seeds, like Shawnee says, to step forward. It is a wonderful, and you don't realize how difficult it is until you try to do it yourself. And then when you get there, you know, it is a proud moment, I'm telling you now. Shorts have so much back and forth, good and bad. Yeah, well, I'm sticking with my formula. The formula is I'm not doing shorts anymore on any of my channels. I've got one channel just for shorts and little clips of my different videos because I've got multiple channels. What's the matter, buddy? What are you looking at the record collection? What do you want to listen to? Hey, what do you want to listen to? He was looking at my Mozart collection. I'm just hoping he wasn't going to try to chew him up. What's the matter? Hang on. He's after something. I will be back. Give me a minute. What's the matter? What are you crying for? What do you want? There's nothing up there you want. Nothing there you want. Nothing there you want. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come and say hi. Come and say hi to the people. Big baby. All right. Now this is Charlie, the the king of the house. This bloke is. He reckons he owns us. It's his house, and he thinks we've got to go for everything he says, don't you, buddy? Oh, yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, I think shorts are a great tool to get people to your channel. Yeah, but this channel is the perfect example. I grew my channel here with shorts, and I've got 4,000 odd subscribers, and they just don't, the subscribers for shorts just don't come and watch your long form videos. And that's a fact, you know, I've just seen it firsthand. Haven't we, Charlie? My fun fact shorts this week brought me 7 new subscribers and loads of new viewers. Yeah, they are good, and trust me, they do help you grow. My advice is to do shorts as much as you can to get to 1K, and when you get to 1K, just ease up on the shorts, because what happens, we found, is that the subscribers who come in, they're good to see you, Gandalf. Thanks for popping in. The subscribers that come in for the shorts, say, and what happens, you want to get down, buddy? I know you don't want to get down. You want to be held by me all the time, but I got to click the mouse. You big baby. He missed me today. I was out all day. And I've come home and he's said, "What are you doing going outside, Dad?" Go on, there you go. And I wouldn't have that problem if I had an indoor studio, an inside the house studio instead of out the back. But yeah, what happens is that the subscribers that come for the shorts are usually, not all the time, but usually the people who sit there with their phone and they watch your shorts and they go, wow, that was great. And they flick. They watch someone else's and they flick and they don't like that, don't like that. Oh, yeah, here's another one, I'll watch this. But when you put like a video out for, say, 10 or 12 minutes, they don't seem to have that sort of capacity to sit there for 15 minutes and watch a video. And that's my research has brought that up. But I would definitely put out the go for shorts to get you to 1K, and then ease up. Unless you're making money. If you're making money and that's your thing, go for it, 10% of subs on views equals success, and you're doing it right. That is the formula that I have been handed by some very experienced YouTubers. And so if you look at someone's subscriber count and then you see one of their videos, if they're not getting at least 10%, what are you doing? Get away from there. Away from there. Come on. Come on. Don't play down there. That's where all the PowerPoints are. Now, this is going to be interesting. I've got to turn the... One treat. He's causing me a bit of grief. Give me an intermission, a quick intermission break with another fabulous song for Tasmania.
Rolling out a sunrise, mist hanging low, through the valleys where the cold wild rivers flow. On the dashboard, just the camera and the quiet morning light. Tasmania alive, chasing stories in the night. From Devonport shoreline to the far green fields, where the Bay straight wind hums over turning wheels. Every curve and every coastline feels brand new. These winding roads are calling, so I'm following them through. Driving through the Northwest, the freedom that I find. Mountains in the mirror, cradle shadow on my mind. Farm roads, forest tracks, and the ocean by my side. Come along the journey, take a slow and peaceful ride. Tasmania island life, let the wild blue skies unfold on the Northwest roads, where every mile feels like gold. Pulling up in Penguin, where the waves kiss the sand. Locals say today with a warm and easy hand. Through Overstone's bridges and past Bernie's rugged shore, there's a story in the silence that keeps me wanting more. Sheffields and murals watch as I roll right by. Colors in the paddocks paint the land against the sky. From the highland mist to the drifting sea spray, it's a road trip through a postcard every single day. Driving through the Northwest, the freedom that I find. Mountains in the mirror, cradle shadow on my mind. Farm road, forest tracks, and the ocean by my side. Come along the journey, take a slow and peaceful ride. Tasmania island life, let the wild blue skies unfold on the Northwest roads, where every mile feels like gold. Rattling gravel roads beneath the old gum trees. Wind carries stories in the cool Tasmanian breeze. A wallaby leaps across the road, then disappears. Out here the quiet speaks louder than the city ever hears. I follow the coastline, letting time unwind. Every bend reminds me why I left it all behind. When the sun
sunset burns, orange over Table Cape High, and the lighthouse stands guarding where the tide breathes a sigh. I hit record again, capturing the final glow, sharing what I see so the whole world can know. This island's heartbeat, steady, wide, and free, and the Northwest roads feel like home to me. Driving through the Northwest, the freedom that I find. Mountains in the mirror, cradle shadow on my mind. Farm roads, forest tracks, and the ocean by my side. Come along the journey, take a slow and peaceful ride. Tasmania island life, let the wild blue skies unfold on the Northwest roads where every mile feels like gold. So here's to every sunrise, every winding little lane, every coastal turn and every patch of Tasman rain. Tasmania island life, where the stories never end. Just a road, a view, a camera, and the journey once again.
Tasmania Island Live. There you go. What a great little number that one was. And welcome back to the Christmas scene. And yeah, it looks pretty groovy. Merry Christmas. We're about, a month out, 4 weeks, and we're there. It is the 26th here, so yeah, 4 weeks to go. Who would have thought? Honestly, who would have thought? Let's see if I can just... Yeah, I'll get a close-up that way. It doesn't look that bad when I make myself small and then bring myself up. All right, where were we? We were talking about subs. Charlie's getting babysat inside the house, which is fabulous. And I just watched Your Cat Mystery. Nice Gandalf. I'll be putting the playlist on as soon as I've left here. And let's see if we can bump you up a bit. Yes, be right back. That was my line. Over here too, Jonesy. Get on your Gandalf. Wow, we've got 10. Well, there's 10 wonderful people. 5 and 5. What a great split. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I'll be able to give a live update in about 6 minutes or so about the watch hours, which will be good for... I'm a bit of a nerdy numbers guy. My nerves are cooking this big meal in 2 days. I'm cooking half tomorrow and half on the day. I have to sit with family in the conversation, tends the kids. Yes. And I'm assuming you got a half cook of turkey. Is that correct, Shawnee? I've never had luck with turkeys here when we tried to cook. It was always been a bit of a disaster. Okay, Jonesy, do you have to remove flooring and walls? One of the in the old bathroom out the back here, connected to the laundry, the flooring under the toilet is nearly non-existent, where they've drilled into the timber, and the moisture from cleaning and God knows what else running down the porcelain to the floor over 100 odd years of this house being built, 90 odd years. Yeah, so we've patched up under the house, like the floorboards run a certain way. So under the house, the floor, we've got some extra boards now going the other way to give it support. And it's in now, and it's not where it's going to be. So it's there for the next... We've got a bunch of guests coming for Christmas, so it's in now for that scenario. And then after that, we're going to be renovating the back laundry and turning that into the new bathroom with a nice new bath and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, just changing the house around, and we're moving the laundry to where the bathroom is now. We're going to turn that into a laundry. Strangely enough, it will be a bigger bathroom out the back in the back, where the laundry is, back of the house. Oh, Devil Dog made me put this thing up that just puts the. How do I fix this problem again? Because I click the comment and it disappears. Do you have to remove walls and floors? Well, eventually will be yes. I did leave a comment. Anne says, Gandalf, I'm way behind. I'm 24 minutes behind. Oh, geez, I'm hopeless. All right, it was always stressful for me too, Shawnee, since I have a family that is very judgy and gossip and all that sort of stuff. Definitely, YouTube is very stressful for me. Maybe not cooking big meals. You wouldn't think so. I do get a bit. What's crawling down the wall? Where's a can of spray when you want one? We'll just let him walk around. It's just another pet. Where's he going? If you hear me stamp my feet soon, it'll be something that's a bit of nature that's come into the house. Let me just say it that way. With 8 legs. All right. Where was I? That spider threw me. Okay, let's get back to it. Gandalf, welcome to Tasmania. That's what I'd say about this. Wow, that's just popping up over at... is it coming up on Radio Jonesy or is that coming up on Tasmania Island Life? All right, sorry, Shauna, or everybody else in the chat. Gandalf, I hit the replay and made a few comments. I've been liking your when I do something, Shawnee, and I'm in the car or whatever, the phone's in the cradle, and then if I see your head on the short for whatever, I just press play, and it sort of goes on as I'm driving, and I'm sort of not even paying attention to the short, but I hear it a little. And then I usually put a nice little comment in there somewhere. Ooh, rainwater, nice. We've got a rainwater, rainwater catchment system, which is very basic for my garden. Shawnee's not into punk rock. And let's have a look. Take that dang screen out, she says. Yes. Yes, but this could be a future bedroom. We love you too, Sheena. You're a wonderful, as they say in the classics, if I was an alien, I'd say you're a beautiful human. Tasmania Island Life is, I'm chasing that last little hurdle to get the 3rd channel monetized. I'm sort of welcome to the party, so you're at the right place, Sheena. And thanks for dropping by. And I do hope everything's well over there, Sheena. And how's that car going? But since moving to Turkey, I've stopped OFC. Turkey, I reckon Turkey is a beautiful place. Yeah, it's where the watch hours are needed. Go on your moderator with the most. Sheena says, okay, where am I now? Ooh. Something went clang and bang out in the yard. Let's hope it's not a wallaby. Hey, by the way, Shawnee, those beans, the beans that were very yellow leafed, they're green leafed now. And now, welcome to Tasmania. It is raining. I just want food to be edible and come out at the right time. And it is stressful. Gotta be at work at 4:30 a.m. What goes on at work at 4:30 a.m.? Do you have the chat on the side? Yep. You don't. I do now. The screen, my original screen didn't come up, so I went looking for another one, and this is a free version. I still haven't paid for EV Mux yet, and let me say, I'm very impressed with EV Mux. I would doing it this way, where you're by yourself and you're sharing the comments. It looks fabulous when you get the replay. I've had those comments already. It takes me hours to move and a pot of coffee. Okay. Coffee gets you moving. We have wild winds and snow here in Minnesota. Oh, wow. Hope I'm going to see some shorts, Shawnee, of the snow. My, you know when the heavy raindrops, but they're like sparsely coming down. Anyway, garden and everything's getting a watering. I admitted the songs were AI, made with the help, from me, and that we wrote lyrics, a few lyrics and lines, and the genre. That's all you need to say. It's the way. And let me say now, Shawnee, I've got friends who are full-time musicians who write music and do their songs. They're doing it as well now. Their idea for their song, they put their lyrics in that they've written. You can even put in your different you can put in your guitar lines and your bass lines and your drums, and then when they're not right, just say the drums are just, you want to fall back a beat, you want to have it just back a fraction. It's just a click of the button, and you can get if you spend time now with I'm probably going to get right into this in the new year with a new computer, yes, and a new chair. AI is taking over everything. Certainly is, and it's getting run by massive power stations. Let me say that. It drags a lot of power. Thank you, Shawnee. Sheena and Shawnee, and Anne and Gandalf. What a fabulous community that I have. Has anyone else popped into the chat that's lurking? So going on for about an hour. About the cicada song. When was this? Yesterday? Oh, the little fella. I missed something, Shawnee. I missed this, sorry. Well, Shawnee, I have 5 claims on my own songs in the beginning to take it as a compliment of sorts. That is in a roundabout way, as long as you've got the royalties coming to you, it's a win-win in a strange little way. I'm going to love getting into the studio when I can now. I'm going to trying to get that blues tone. I've been singing at work today, and trying to get the tone right. It's pretty hard when you don't perform regularly, when you can test these things out. The cicada that ate 5, Doc. Nice. And like, I've got a big book of song lyrics. Like, I've been writing song lyrics. I've been getting little verses, and ideas, and I've got this book, and I've been writing these lyrics in. And the other day, I was just looking for something to do as I maneuver my chair, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to put the song I wrote and see how it comes out. And it come out a bit not the way I wanted it. So then I said, I want to slow this down here. I want to put this. If this is the bridge right here, this is the bridge. Make sure this is what like you think. Well, I'm telling it. This is what I want. Shawnee Grows. It's a wild video. Yeah, there are party animals if that's the song. If I was starting to getting into trouble for songs, I would have to stop. There's a couple of videos with me playing drums on when I was hanging out with a band, but I'll send you an email, Shawnee, with the link. I was clean shaven there. Jeez, this is irking me now. How do I fix this? He told me to go to. It's not there, surely. No. Settings, yes. Social comments, yes. Set time to automatically air. So if you go in this, if you go to settings in EV Mux and then you go to social settings, it says set the timer to automatically hide the comment that you've highlighted. I've got it set at 16 seconds, so I don't like that. Let me go to let me move that to a minute, and then I can physically move it when I want. Now let's see if that happens. If I start, where are we? Okay, here we go. There's a Nightbot in here. The channel must be monetized. What are we talking about, Shawnee? This channel is monetized. I'm on the first stage. If that's what we're talking about. Shawnee, all 5 claims were just... yes, that's the next thing that happens. I disputed them all and instantly that claim was removed. I gotcha. That's a big thing that's going on. There's... a lot of my musician friends have had that problem of their song that they've written. They've got it recorded. They've got a record label even, and these like randoms from who knows where are putting in claims for all these songs and trying to make a little bit of money on the side that way, and they're hoping that you won't stress over it and you won't put that you won't hit them, but a lot of people mustn't because they keep doing it, so they must be making something. Oh yes, sorry, the ads on this video. Yes, sorry, yes, I got this one quick because I'm, how I do challenges, Shawnee. I'm challenging on tour with Radio Jonesy, and Radio Jonesy are challenging each other how much revenue both channels can make, and I'm putting out video for video, but I haven't been putting out live for live. So I thought, you know what, I'll put one live out tonight on this channel. Man, I got to catch up. I totally bought seeds. Good for you. I am half an hour behind. I've got to care. A lot of people don't bother to dispute. That's right. The scammers get half. Yeah. They probably get more than half. Don't remind me, Gandalf. Yeah, they don't eat much. I got to get the place sprayed, I think. Yep, sure do. Charlie. All right. So Charlie, everyone's saying he's adorable. Thanks, Anne. He is a lovely dog. We've had him since he was born. Like he's an absolute treasure. He's got a personality of his own. Like he's 3 years old now. He thinks he owns the house. He wants to protect the house. Someone comes to the door. He wants to. He thinks he's a guard dog, and they come in the house, and he wants to lick them to death. He loves everybody. The plumber that was here yesterday, we had him locked in a room, and she said, "Get him out. Let him." I said, "If I get him out and let him, he'll be sniffing you until there's no." And you know, plumbers are like they're on their hands and knees, or they're on their back, and they're got their head in the underneath the sink, and poor old Charlie. I said, "No, you've had enough fun here, mate. You got to go back to your prison cell." Subscribers in shorts get mouthy. Oh, mate, there's a lot of unhappy people in the world. Get used to it. This is what the world we have jumped into, Shawnee. So you just water off a duck's back. That's all it's got to be. All right, 26 minutes. Shawnee Grows, I'm not monetized. Sorry, Kevin. Kevin popped in. Good on you, Kevin. Sorry, mate. I hope you're still here, but hiking with Jackie Boy. Mate, you're up early. If you're still here, I'm going to try to catch up now. I think in Radio Jonesy, who's in that channel? Let's have a look. We've got one person over there. If you're at Radio Jonesy, mate, the party is over at Tasmania Island Life. I'm broadcasting on the 2 channels. Trying to get watch hours for Tasmania Island Life. Wow, that's a while back. Hey, there, by the way, that channel there where it says nice, that's my clips channel where I put every video I'll do for my 6 channels that I have now running. I'm counting my music channel in there. In the new year, I'll be reinvigorating the music channel as well. Trying to get that going. That went from 3,000 subscriber watch hours. I had 3,000. I'm now at 400. But I'm going to turn that one around too next year. That's another goal of mine. I'm happy where I am, the people I know. I'm so glad I started my channel 18 months ago. And that is fabulous. You know, I talk a lot about Gary at Junk to Gems. He's sort of like he's one of my likable roguey friends, you know what I mean? Like he's a happy-go-lucky guy. You know, he's having a bit of bad luck at the moment, and yeah, life throws these curve balls at you, and you have to sort of challenge yourself. And now he's I met a lot of nice people all around the world I'd otherwise never have known. And amen to that, my friend. Amen to that. Like this person here is turned into like my daughter from America. It's like she's a young mum, fabulous person. And Anne is the best. What didn't I I must have done this twice, did I? Have I fall backwards? Where am I now? 24 minutes. All right, let me I'm going to skip a few. So these are all talking to each other, which is nice. I'm jumping. If I'm going to jump, you'll comment. and you want me to read it out again, please put it in. This one looks like it's well written. Right now I have a 20-litre buckets on the roof waiting on rain, Jonesy. We ordered some tanks to attach to our gutter system, and the big rains come for winter. Yeah, well, out the back, on this room right here I'm sitting on, this little studio. Out the back, my downwater tank, my pipe that comes like straight down off the gutter, and then the L shape runs it into the grass, and to the side of the house. Well, I've turned that around, so I've put the L into the drain up the top, and then I've angled the pipe down into some containers. So I'm collecting water like every day out the back for my garden, which is behind this house, this room here. Otherwise, I've got to come down around this room to the side of the back of the real house, and then get the hose and then sort of mangle it up. Well, no, I'm going to get a little tank like you've got. I'm going to get a little pump system, and yeah. But rain in Tasmania is never a problem. We get rain, and more rain. Now I only drink super filtered water and forever chemicals, fluoride, etc. The list goes on. Well, here's to you, Sheena. My filtered water. I got ice cubes in this one. I've started putting ice cubes in my drink. Ooh, there's my filtered water. It's been filtered and lots of stuff added to it. Okay, so there's a few people dropping off, looking at the list there. See how you spelt turkey, Gandalf? They don't do it. It's pronounced different too now. I think it's like, is it Turkiya? Is that the way they say it these days? Or is it? It's been changed. The Y is now a IE, I'm sure. I think correct me if I'm wrong. Well, from what I've never been there, but from what I see, it looks like a lovely country. Yeah, wallabies free for a long time. I've given up on the count. We only had the one rogue that jumped the fence. We're guessing because he jumped the fence to get out. And look how good them daisies are. Honestly, we could never grow them that good because of they'd just get eaten and jumped on and trampled and hopped around on. And are those beans still alive? Yeah, they are greening up good. I got bush beans on one side and climbing beans on the other. So I'll do a video on that for the channel. But hey, how did you like the night sitting out the back there the other night, and the lights were coming on and the flowers were colourful, and geez, that turned out good, that video. Let me share that with the audience. I don't want to share that with the audience. We've already heard that one. All right, so we're over here. I'll change that to over here. I'll go switch account. Outback Tasmania is my gardening channel. And then we'll go pause on that again. We'll go over to here and say my channel. View your channel. We'll click this button over here. It'll say videos, and look at this little Bobby Dazzler. Turn the audio off. We had this. Yeah, this is the one. So I'll go I'll go back to here. This is where I need dual screens again. And then I click this button over here, share screen. Go Nights in the Garden. And see how that looks. It pops up down the bottom, I'm sure. And then I add to scene. And then I make it big. Now this is where I get in trouble at the end of it. So hang on. So I'll make that big. Oh. Go full screen over here. Go full screen. Come back to here. And I'll just make it a bit smaller. Make that, pull that down a bit. Okay. Pull that down over here a bit. Okay. I'll just move that into there. Move me down to say there. And here we go with this is out the back the other day. It was windy. It was where's the comments again? Go over to comments. And there's the flowers, like lovely, just flowering away. And the wind was blowing. I was filming the trees, actually. That's the whole thing. And then I realised that me night lights were coming on. Sheena's not ready for winter. So look at the wind up there in the old pine tree. Oh, Sheena's come in with I'm drinking my coffee. I'm off for the holidays Thursday and Friday, but I've got to work Saturday to make up for it. Nice. Well, we'll get to the lights in a minute. Six months, a week. In 6 months, I get a week's vacation. And I'm looking forward to that. All right, what I'm doing, I'm getting, just running down the list. So if I have jumped your, I've gone to the bottom, so if I've jumped your comment and you want to say it again, or if I missed it, please do. Almost there, folks. Food, yeah. All right, let me get back to this video. Let's get it to the nighttime scene. Speed her up a bit. Here we go. This is what I want to show you. So we come back to here. Come back to here. Yeah, so at night, the lights on the jacaranda come on like that. And absolutely brings joy to the family and friends. And the flowers are all flowering. It looks really good when it's nice weather and we're sitting out the back. And the tier lights are coming down. Buy them green in a box to ripen. I can only juice when my garden is in season. I couldn't afford juicing in winter. Yeah, they do look nice, the lights in the tree. I'm very impressed. Me and my daughter did this last year at Christmas time last year. So these lights have been in that tree all year, and every night they're solar powered. Every night they come on, and the neighbours to the left and to the right and behind us all go, "Oh, that tree looks beautiful." We watch it every night glistening away. They made everything seedless now, and that annoys me. That is a nice way. It's here I am describing. I was asking this question here. That jacaranda tree, if I take the canopy off that, like if I prune it back, is that going to survive, or am I? If I tidy it up a bit, so just above the lights there, if I pruned the canopy off, I'm sure it'll take a season or two for it to. It will shoot out new growth for sure, but there's Charlie sitting there with me at night. He loves it out the back. I was shocked when you said all the lights come from Temu. Yeah, well, they did. Temu, I bought a box full of them. And see, on the back fence there, right up the back there, I've got the street light, and that lights up the grass up the back. That was to light up the wallabies. Actually, that's the whole reason I did that. And then I got little lights that come on with movement, and then I got lights up the side of the house. So when I come home at night or whatever, as soon as you sort of get the sensor reads you, it shoots on the lights and it lights up your pathway. And most people who know my place, I've got some steep steps, so you really want to see where you're putting your feet. But yeah, well, there you go. Outback Tasmania, the place you want to be. Now, here's the tricky bit. I go to here and I say, remove from scene. Do I want to remove this layer? I say yes. And I am down the bottom, so now I come back up to top. Make myself a little bit bigger. And say, ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Yep, so I'll go back to the comments. Oh, this is where I go behind. Okay, here we go. Ask a local arborist, Jonesy, of Tasmania about the correct timing and how much tree. That's a very good point. And I will do that because I do want to get an arborist out the back to talk about the trees up the back. I want to cut them down, but not completely. I want to, I will exit from share. Okay, everything worked well. Yep. All right, I'm learning this system. Might have been 3D beans. Every 3 years, the tree you will need to be pruned. Be careful to cut away any competing trunks at the base so to maintain a strong trunk. Yeah, no, what I was like, where the leaves are, right up on the jacaranda, it's just outside the window here. Where's that other camera? I've had a bad day today. Anyway, let me just go down here. Let me tell you, I was angry Jonesy today at one stage. I told some bloke what he needed to hear. And he didn't like it. Everyone loved it, except for the bloke who had to hear it. All right, here we go. Come on, camera. Work nicely. So that's the tree there, as you can see. And as it sort of twists and turns up, you go past the halfway point of the trunk, and you get up towards up there at the top section. So I want to take off these top sections. They are a bit spindly and a bit like there's probably 4 branches up the top. If I take them off, they'll reshoot again. And the whole trunk, you've got the whole trunk with all the energy. Surely it's going to flower, but yeah, that's the tree. That's the flowers. There's the grass. Look at that grass, Shawnee. Remember that video I did? Oh yeah, there's my petrol for the mower. But let me do this again. And I am back off camera number 2 to camera number 1. Yeah, thanks, Dan. I appreciate your advice. All right, where were we? Have I lost? I'll just click here again and work my way down. Sheena, I almost like, it's almost like, can we have folks label what the food at the potluck? I love juicing in summertime. Biome green. Oh yeah, I've already been here. So we're just running down the list. I can juice everything. Yep, we heard that comment. Timu. Yep, we'll just come down to this one. I agree, Shawnee. I asked the lady, was there pork beans, and she said no. However, my joints in my body said yes. There was. Okay. 3D beans, yes. Yep. Got that in. Late winter, definitely. Get ready for spring, so it boosts back into springtime. Sometimes it still feels like winter here, let me say. We had a beautiful day on Monday. It's sort of gone downhill a bit. Prune away all the branches so the tree will produce more fruit. My neighbour has bought some decorations for her yard from Temu. They are about 6 inches tall, laugh out loud, miniature Christmas elves in her yard. She's not happy about that. That is definitely one thing. I've got a clock that I bought off Temu as well. It was for the studio. Right, in the picture, the guy's holding the clock and it is like this wide, like 4 feet at least wide. I'd be happy with 3 feet. It turned up like like this. Yep. The wattle or evergreen trees. But you can't beat with Christmas lights because you it'll tell you. I got lights out the front. They're a piece of wire. In the wire is the little globes or the sparkly, and once it's tangled up, you cannot untangle it. So it looked great when it was nice and straight, and then with the weather and the wind, and it moved over. It was like fishing line wire, and you could not undo. It was folded over things. So what did I do? I just went, okay, let's make it into a ball of wire, stick it in one spot, and at night all this ball just lights up like this. And neighbours are going, wow, that's fantastic. And I said, well, I could make you one. Yeah. Yes, I told some guy what he needed to hear. No, it was directed at the supervisor in charge. He wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing. He wasn't in charge of anything. He was nowhere to be found, to be honest. Thank you, Anne. Yeah, we were toying with the idea because it's sort of reaching into another tree this way. If we take them ones off at that tree, like we were toying with that this year, we're not going to do it now. We'll wait for it to finish flowering and all that sort of stuff and wait till winter. Jacarandas are beautiful when they're purple. You know, they come out lovely. Yes, the grass, well, it's still weeds technically. Shawnee, it's still like a mishmash of cooch and weed and all sorts of stuff, but it's green and it's solid underfoot. You know, I'm tempted to do some growing up in South Africa, where they are grown all over next to the roads. We used to see them coming to prune them often. Okay. Nice. There's a town called Grafton in New South Wales on the mainland of Australia, and they're renowned for their jacarandas. They've got they're big old trees, and they prune them so the trucks can get through. And it's just purple when it's flowering. Man, the fragrance is amazing, and the town is like a festival. People come from everywhere to see it. Now, that's nice to know. Because when we bought this property, before we bought this property, we were talking about trees to plant and where and when, and the Mrs. Radio said, I'd love to get one of those jacarandas, maybe even two, you know, and having them making that arch, you know, and that tunnel. And we're just talking about it, and then when we did buy this property, we knew there was a tree there, but we didn't really pay much attention. Diamond paintings from Temu, and I'm happy with them. Yep, if you know what you're after, there are bargains to be had. A while back, I put solar Christmas lights in my neighbour's moon ball. Well, I would like to know what a moon ball is. Yeah, the smell is amazing. It's and it's a tree that you really don't want to. You'd like to. It's like having an origami. An origami, is it? No, what are they called? The little Japanese miniature gardens that they grow. One of those ones. It's like having a one that's a little bit bigger, and you can mold it to whatever you want and do whatever you want. Anyway, let's while we're here now, look at the time. Currently, okay, 7:41 p.m. Okay, what were we before? We were 6,000, 4,000, I wish. 3,614, I think it is it? I got the title. We were at 3,626. Now let's click the button. Here's the button. Refresh the page because it says the same, exactly those numbers there. Refresh the page. And we're at 3,653. Wow, that's a good jump. 3,653. So we've jumped up 20. 22 hours. 22 hours. Is that right? My math, is that my math? From 6:26 to 6:53. Got to be happy with that. Got to be happy with that. Yeah, I'm going to get there before Christmas, Shawnee. I'll tell you that now. That's, here we go. Let's get the moon ball. The moon ball is a clear glass ball about 10 inches in diameter on a stand. People put them in their gardens. Okay. What do they do with a clear glass ball in their garden? What's that actually? Sounds like a 70s thing. 626, yep. Updated numbers, 3653. Yep, that's what we're at. And I'm very happy with that. And with Gary over at Junk to Gems giving me a shout out today, and Mike Birch, who's another good supporter of a number of channels, and he's always saying g'day to me on lives. He put a comment in saying, "G'day, Jonesy. I really see you all the time on the lives, but I don't usually comment. I don't usually watch videos." He said, "What I'll do tonight, I will run your playlist and leave some comments." So I know I got one. He said, "I'll run your playlist until it's all completely run out." So it only takes a handful of people to do that sort of thing for any channel, and your numbers will grow. Here we go. Mine was 3,012, and today is at 3,040. Now there's a good jump. Well, Anne, let me say, I will be putting your playlist on as soon as I get a chance. I was looking at these companies that do pay for subscribers and pay for views. I was looking at that maybe 2 years ago when I was interested in how all this worked. And this person in this property had a wall, like pick any wall, and it had shelves all down this wall, like maybe 15 shelves. Each shelf had multiple phones from one side of the wall to the other. It had iPads, had phones and little laptops on some, and people were actually physically turning on the video or the channel or whatever it was, and view, and then view, and then view, and there was multiple. What's the thing that changes you where you're watching from? You know, the VPNs. They had multiple VPNs, and it was a business for them. Like, people were paying their money to do that, and I thought, oh man, that's crazy, absolutely crazy. But yeah, I watched that a while ago, and that was in one of the Asian countries. Well, let's get you to 4K, and Shawnee got there. I'm sure me, Gandalf, and Shawnee will be assisting at any stage we can. I still need 100 a week. 100 what? I still need 100 a week. You talking watch hours? Cooking with SA. Oh man, how do I say that? Welcome in. Hello, host. So I'm guessing this channel is from Asia. Welcome in. I am here for maybe another 25 minutes or so, and we're going to just have a bit of conversation, talking all things YouTube and gardening. And I don't know, says Gandalf. Oh, the glass balls. Yeah. It sounds a 70s thing. And yes, they were more popular years ago. Okay. Just coming down the comments. I call a moon ball a gazing ball. Okay. Come for a drive with me. Oh, Nightbot's working hard tonight. Oh, you know, Sean and Alana are in America at the moment. They're going on their cruise. They usually go live in, say, 10 minutes from now on the hour. So I'm probably going to be live at this time before the hour comes up, whatever time that is in your land, on a Wednesday, which is today here. So I'm probably going to be doing this time slot for sure. And I'll be just running into Sean and Alana's live when they come back from their cruise. So lawn ornament also used to ward off evil, bring good luck, spy on young lovers and alert considerate hosts when the guest might need attention. They still get caught in the long run and their channels. Yeah, look, let me say this. Organic growth in any channel is the only way you can win on YouTube. There's no shortcuts. I know for a fact there's no shortcuts. You have to do the yards. You have to do usually Tasmania, my future goals for Tasmania Island Life is not doing lives, is doing my drive around videos and my suburb specific videos in Tasmania. That seems to work for me. It doesn't go fantastic, but I see growth there. I see it being I can work it and put more time into the videos. At the moment, a lot of them videos of me driving to work or driving to a location to do something else. So when I put more effort into the actual storyline and the area that I'm going to, that is what Tasmania Island Life will be. And this channel, Radio Jonesy, if you're on this channel, because I'm broadcasting on two channels, if you haven't realised, if you're sitting there in the background, and on tour with Radio Jonesy will be more of the live channel with my other Radio Jonesy channel. So them two channels will be doing alternate lives. And the Radio Jonesy conversation channel is what it is. It's me sort of talking about old man's advice. And that seems to be working. That was the fastest growing channel I've ever done doing that. And on tour with Radio Jonesy was an assisted channel that everybody said, we'll help you at the start. Let's all jump on Jonesy bandwagon. Let's all give him watch out. Let's all subscribe to Jonesy. It wasn't organic. It was like force-fed from being live with Devil Dog and Belt Loop and everybody else. And you don't get the organic growth. So people probably will come and watch you live. Oh, you should try to hit 100 hours a week. Yep. Okay. Thank you for that. Yeah, you're probably right. Like, when you see even poor performing videos that I put out are getting like 10 to 15 watch hours. So, you know you can put a few of them. When I retire, whenever that happens, this will be my full-time hobby / paying hobby. Like if I can do some, there we go, turkey. Yeah, so they don't say it Turkey anymore. It's Turkiya. I think that's the way they say it. Turkiya. The official warning, Shawnee, just come in. Your live recording will end in 30 minutes because that is your plan limits. And let me say, Shawnee, I'm getting impressed with this. Like, you could do your stuff like this with your little Christmassy thing, and you could have the comments rolling up the side. I could just see you using EV Mux. Good day and welcome in. Yeah, let me say the person I give a bit of a serve to and deserved it, the crowd of workers there, like there's like say 15 people there, and this guy should have been doing his job and wasn't. And the manager of the site, like this other bloke for the client that we were working for, said, "Thank God you're here today, because if it wasn't for you, we'd be in a bit of trouble, because where's such and such? And such was nowhere to be seen." And I said, "Mate, I've got no idea, but I'm happy to be here, and let's make sure we get the job done." I have to go now. It's almost noon. Oh, that's nice. Time to make lunch. Well, Anne, thank you very much for coming in, Anne's Place. I will be looking at your videos intently in the near future. And, yeah, come and join us again anytime. Wonderful to chat. And thank you for being part of the community here tonight on Tasmania Island Life's Live, and also on tour with Radio Jonesy. Have fun, everyone. We certainly will. Look forward to seeing you on your next video, and even your past videos. And enjoy your lunch, says Shawnee. And as Anne was saying, you could see the number drop off. That's what, drop off and then drop back on. Someone else is back. This gives you sort of I'm starting to get used to this EV Mux. Get off saying have a good day, Anne, and Nightbot's coming in again. I got that coming up too many times. I'm going to have to adjust that. Oh, Anne's back again. It's so much rewarding when you achieve it yourself. It is definitely, and that's what Radio Jonesy's second channel was all about. Hey, I can do this. Let me show myself, and then once I do it, I can prove to others that it can be done, and that is what we're all about. And now I'm on the third one, and people are talking. People are actually saying, he's got 3 channels live, and he's, blah blah blah. I wouldn't do 3 channels. I wouldn't do 2 channels. I would do 2 channels, but not now, or whatever. Well, it's good to do. I think it's good to do multiple channels, especially if you're not putting in like huge time into your original channel with editing and videoing and planning. And if you can sort of quickly get through your stuff. Yeah, I normally enjoy your advice, Jonesy, but I will not take the EV Mux pill. Well, what do you think about this side? You could have your own picture in the background of whatever. But you've got StreamYard. You're not paying for any of them, are you, Shawnee? Not yet, I'm hoping. Because it is probably not the sharpest way to do this. Hey, by the way, too, tomorrow morning, my time, who knows? You might see this little face pop up and do a pop-up live again tomorrow, just on Tasmania Island Life. Now, I won't be spreading the love to the other channels, because I've actually got 5 members on Tasmania on tour with Radio Jonesy. 3 of those 5 are Australians, so they, and it is 8 o'clock. Like, if you were yeah, so I clicked that one again, sorry. No, he is free. I do too. And I'll tell you what, Shawnee, let's celebrate that move. Oh, gee. Willikers with. This is one of my new ones. If it comes on.
Kick on the lights, got the red lamp glowing, amps turned up and the tubes are flowing, cables on the floor, mic standing tall, Jonesy in the studio, ready to scorch the wall. It's hard like a hammer on steel, this is the place where the real ones fail. Fire in the speakers cracking loud and clean, Jonesy's in the booth with a rock and roll machine, turn that dial, let the whole room shake, we make the thunder that the world can't fake. Jonesy, crank it up, Radio Jonesy. Onesy, studio thunder rolling me, Radio Jonesy. Onesy, let the sound hit hard, let the walls all tremble. Radio Jonesy, rocking loud and unassembled. Kick drum thumping like a runaway train, guitar strings buried with electric flame. Jonesy's got the mix hot, ready to explode. Riff after riff like a high voltage load. Every knob turns, sends sparks in the air. This room's alive, there's music everywhere. Fire in the speakers, tracking loud and clean. Jonesy's in the booth with a rock and roll machine. Turn that dial, let the whole room shake. We make the thunder that the world can't take. Jonesy, crank it up, Radio Jonesy. Onesy, studio thunder rolling wild, Radio Jonesy. Let the riff hit hard, let the beat take over. Radio Jonesy, rocking like a supernova. Hot tubes blowing, big drums blowing. Jonesy's got the whole damn board overflowing. Mix it, hit it, crank till it's insane. The studio's a beast and it can't be tamed. Turn it up, Radio Jonesy. Studio thunder shaking every wire free. Let the walls crack loud, let the roof disappear. Radio Jonesy, the loudest name you'll ever hear.
Well, there you go, a bit of rock here on Tasmania Island Live. And there we go. Look at that. There is a couple of Radio Jonesy channels just joining the party. And let me get the picture back on. Yeah, so, and as you can quite clearly see there, Shawnee, I've changed a few of my handles. So you'll see, where are we at? Let me just address the little handle issue that we're doing. So we're going, what else have we got? Obviously we got this one. So this is on tour with Radio Jonesy, and the handle there comes up as Radio Jonesy, if it hasn't come up already. Yep, that's right. So number 2 should be me. No, that'd be number 1. I could have just done it here. Let me just do this test. See, there we go. See, Radio Jonesy is on tour with Radio Jonesy, so the handle is Radio Jonesy. That was the very first one, so that's why I put it as Radio Jonesy. And then we went to Clips. I think that's where we went next, as I'm doing this test. We'll switch to Clips on my phone. And on this channel, I have 50 subscribers. I have a few videos as well. I'm pretty happy with the way it's going. If it changes, yep, here it comes. View your channel. 23 videos and 50 subscribers on Clips right now. And yeah, it's setting people up to see my different channels is what it does. Oh, man, clicked the wrong one. So we'll go back to here. We'll go back to there. And we'll hit... Where's my live? How come it's not coming up? Why isn't it showing me? Hit this one. So, all right. So we're doing the test. Yep, and we'll go, this is the Clips channel. But you'll see the pictures will always be the same for the avatars. This one says Radio Jonesy Clips. ARI will always say ARI. And Clips is the Radio Jonesy 1. So Radio Jonesy is on tour. Clips is... there we go. Clips is Radio Jonesy 1. Radio Jonesy 2. Then this is getting confusing even for me. But the idea of this is that I've been advised by my advisor. That is my brand. Let people know who you are with that channel. So I go switch account again. And I go to this one, which is the Radio Jonesy channel. Oh, man. Why does On Tour come up first? Is it because it's monetized, maybe? Maybe it does. I'll hit that button there. There we go. So, this is just RJ, Radio Jonesy. This should be number 2, I'm guessing. It's Radio Jonesy 2. So there we go. So if we run through the list, on tour with Radio Jonesy, his handle actually says Radio Jonesy. Then we've got the Radio Jonesy Clips channel. Its handle is Radio Jonesy 1. The Conversation channel, which is called Radio Jonesy. This is getting confusing. Its handle is Radio Jonesy 2. Tasmania Island Live is Radio Jonesy 3. And Australian Radio Indie is Radio Jonesy 4. we'll just leave it at that at the moment. You might find another one, but at the moment, that's where we're at. What's your thoughts on that, Shawnee? Is that too confusing? I never ran a members only live. Okay, you're going to try one? I've only got... Oh, while we're here, Shawnee, let me go to... how do I do that? Like, what have I got? I've got 15 minutes left. So, on both channels, really. So you go to YouTube. Okay, let me go over the YouTube side of things. And then I'll go, pause that. I'll go to Radio Jonesy. See if I can just gift out memberships. How do they do that? I'm at Radio Jonesy. All right, now I'll go to my channel. Then you go to your video that you're live. This is the way I'm taught to do it. And then you come down to then you got the live coming down here. Oh wow, how are we going? All right, so I'll come down to here. It comes to there. Click the monetization membership. It says membership gifting. Send gift memberships to the channel. Gifting memberships. It all says here. It says buy memberships. 50 memberships cost $300. 20 memberships cost $119. 10 memberships cost $59. 5 memberships. Wow, $5.99 for one membership. Now I've got the members. Probably got the thing too high, have I? Goal. Super chats. Teal. 30 minutes. Questions. No, can't be done. I went over there. I had a look. It is not a doable thing. Oh, man. Got more people watching now than I have when I started. And we've got wonderful people in the chat. Let me have a look. Where are we at? Clips. 2 is just Radio Jonesy. Yep. Because I already used the handle. I could not. So this is the conversation channel. And because when I started off, I should not have, maybe it's a long story, but the advice I've been given now is just that Radio Jonesy is the brand. So when you go, because they're doing handles now, and people, like if I go into a channel at Tasmania Island Live and it says Island Live Taz, people go, is that Jonesy? That could be Jonesy's channel. Is that Jonesy? That's the sort of drill. But that was not from the reason that I was given that reason by somebody who knows the game and said, now it doesn't matter what channel you turn up on, people are going to know it's you. And they'll start asking, what's the 2, 3, and 4? You know, what's going on there? But yeah, if you're over at on tour with Radio Jonesy, we are broadcasting on 2 channels. We've got 2 people at Radio Jonesy on tour, and we've got 5 wonderful people. People are popping and going. That's what I like to see. Quint Nelson, good on you, mate. We've got 10 minutes to go, brother, and good to see you. Okay, which channel are you in, Quint? You must be you're a member of the channel. You've got the star. Look at that. He is dang, I finally found this guy, this Jones guy's channel I've heard all about. Mate, we've been waffling on for 2 hours. The good news, my watch hours have jumped again. I jumped from where was I? Let me just go back to here and hit this button. I'm chasing the 4K, obviously. And we got another 20-odd watch hours overnight. I am now at 3,653. So it's like 347 hours to get. And I'll be at 4K. And I'll be able to make my 5 cents here and 10 cents there from all the ad revenue. Then the goal will be to make a video worth watching. Yeah, and have a bit of fun. So what are you doing up at this crazy hour of the night? Or why haven't you gone to bed? And there is Gandalf saying hi to Quint. Seriously, you didn't know that you're a big channel. No, mate, I wouldn't say a big channel at all. Hey, my first channel, we're just talking about all this during the live tonight. See, my first channel, when I was hanging out with Devil Dog and Belt Loop and all them guys, I was getting a lot of people joining the channel. They were joining the fun, let's all help Jonesy, blah, blah, blah. And everyone comes in and subscribes. No, he's at the right place. He's got the... hang on. No, he hasn't got the star on that one. He's over at the big channel. Good on you, mate. Yeah, thanks, buddy. But... And honestly, the views that I get on this channel isn't working for me. So for having like 4,500 subscribers, it's fabulous to know people have subscribed. But when you do a video and you only get like 100 views, you should be getting at least 10% of your subscriber count should be a view. You should capture a view from that. So I should be getting like 400 views. I'll be happy with 400 views. And I really got to lift my game with the videos. I think I'm starting to do that now. I'm getting into a bit of a groove, getting out and about and filming a few things. And but it's all about, I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this to build into my retirement. I'm doing this because I would be hitting this right here, right now. I'd be doing radio programs. It would take me, say, 3 hours every night. I'd sit here, I'd do it. I'd probably make, $50 for the 3 hours. I'd have to work hard for it. I'd have to do, and there's a lot of, the 3 hours sitting here is the recording part of it. It's not the chasing the songs, the getting the information, all that sort of stuff that you got to do on the side as well. So I put that aside this year, and I took a year off doing radio, and I put more time into this game, and it's been fun, and I'm making a couple of dollars, and I'm meeting great people from all over the world, and it's just interesting to do, and that's what I'm enjoying. And then I'm enjoying the challenge because the first channel was helped. I was helped by everyone around that group of Devil Dog and Belt Loop and that community to get Jonesy to the watch time, to get Jonesy to the... And as soon as they get there, they're all gone. And as well as I've done dad jokes and I've done all sorts of stuff for shorts, them people have come and they've gone, So really... Travel Channel, I enjoy the drives. Yeah, I'm going to get them a lot better. I've got the convertible outside and the weather's warming up. So I've got a good camera to go above on the roof, on the glass, on the top of the windscreen. And it'll be crystal clear panoramic shots. I'll be able to get with the GoPro, I'll be able to get the panoramic shots. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I do enjoy doing the drive rounds too, to be honest with you, mate. And I like the island is a place to show different landscapes, different areas. Up. Once you leave the ocean, once you leave the ground, the sea level, everything's uphill in this side of the island. Everything's mountainous. Yeah, good on you, mate. And with the Radio Jonesy channel, the conversation channel, the talking part of it, that's me trying to do the radio thing in a strange way. And it worked. It actually, a couple of videos got me going. One video got me 1,500 watch hours. And that got me thinking, well, I'm going to do this. And I better do it before my 12 months is up and I'll lose that 1,500 watch hours on my cycle. So I got my finger out of my backside and I actually worked hard at that channel. And knowing that you work hard, you can do it, I'm putting that effort into the driving around channel, the Tasmania Island Life, which wasn't a driving around channel, if truth be known. That was me trying to look at Tasmania and all its beauty and this and that, and I was going to film this and film that. And my advisor, I got a guy who's sort of contacts me once a month and talks to me about all things YouTube and tells me this is working and that's not, and try this and try that. Well, he said to me, go to your analytics and have a look. What's getting the most views? And I went there and we looked at it together and I said, look, the driving videos. He said, that's your answer. I said, answer for what? He said, that's your lane to go in. You just keep filming driving videos. Dude, driving's your thing. Make them better and better and better and better. And that's basically what he's said. So off I went on that little tangent and I've been doing that and enjoying doing that. And a lot of that stuff too, I'm driving to a destination either for work or for I'm buying something or I'm traveling to see somebody. I thought, well, I might as well film that drive. And that's what I've been up to. Hey, I've got about 2 minutes left. I'd like to thank channel members for coming in tonight. We've had Shawnee Groves. We've had the wonderful Quint Nelson. We've got the wonderful supporter of a lot of channels. That is the wonderful Gandalf Smith. Good to see you, mate. And everybody else who was involved tonight. Obviously, we've had Anne's place. And we're going to try to help Anne out. She's in Turkey or Turkiya, however you want to say it these days. Going to try to get her. She's at 3,060 watch hours. I'm going to put a little spin on that channel and give her a little push just for being such a nice lady coming in tonight and joining the conversation. And to be honest with you, if I didn't put it on Australian radio, on tour with Radio Jonesy, she would never have come in because that's where she caught me on that. So doing the split lives seems to work by grabbing people. But eventually I'm going to have to stop. But hey, this is me. You know what I'm like. I'm a bit of a groover and a shaker. I try to make things work for people and do your thing. Yeah, people like seeing other places and they get tired of seeing the same scenery they've seen all their life. A lot of people, I'm reading the comments, Gandalf, I got about a minute. A lot of the comments say, you're showing me the real Tasmania, not the picture postcard stuff. You're showing a town, a city, the good, the bad, the ugly, the nice, the difference, like how long it takes to drive from one spot to the other. That's what they like about it. Thanks, Quint. That's what I like about you, my friend. You're a true man that gives and gets it. Well, that's it, buddy. I'm you know what? I just like doing what I do. And if I can meet new people, have friends, it's a wonderful place. Or from the beautiful studio here at Australian Radio Indie, which is a studio, Gandalf, 15 seconds. Thanks everyone for coming in. It's going to cut off automatic. I can't stop it. It is the cheap version of EV